Hi, this is Karen at Snickerdoodle Designs. Today I'd like to take a look at using the screen blend mode in two different ways. But what is the screen blend mode? Well, I like this definition by Sarah Frolick, and it reads, the screen blending mode brightens by lightening the lower layer based on the lightness of the upper layer. The result is always lighter and makes a good mode for correcting exposure in photos that are too dark. So let's take a look at that in how it works in a practical way with a photograph. Here's a photograph of my grandson Tyler. His face is in the shadows, but I think it's a really cute expression, and it's a photograph I would like to keep. But it is a little dark. So let's go ahead and duplicate that and turn off the original. I always like to work with a duplicate copy. And then what we need to do is duplicate that layer again. Go up to your blend mode that's located right above the layers panel and change the blend mode of your second duplicate from normal to screen, and that brightens that photograph up just right away and perfectly. If it is too bright for you, you can change the opacity by just moving the slider down a little bit. I actually kind of like it like that. I like it bright. I think that looks pretty good. If you wanted to play around with it a little bit more to add a little more interest to the photo though, you could go ahead and add a layer mask to that layer. Make sure you're painting with black. Choose a nice soft edge brush. Make sure it is soft, and mine is all the way to the left, so that's as soft as it will get. And then click on your mask to make it active, and then just brush the effect away from the edges. And that'll put a little more brightness on him. It's the original photo, and that is with the the screen fix. So a really easy way, really quick way to lighten a dark photo. I found screen was also helpful for me in my own design work, especially when I was creating my woodland winter overlays. The snow overlays, I couldn't see what I was doing. I was working with white on transparent background. So as I was working, I placed a layer of black behind it, and that helped me see what I was creating. When I went to save the project, I thought, you know, if I can't see it when I'm designing, it's going to be difficult to see it as a finished product too. I didn't want to have to open this image or 6, 7 images, however many I had in the product, and drag them onto my document in order to see what I was going to be getting. So what I did instead was I merged those two documents, just highlighted those and click merge, and then I used the screen blend mode over whatever product I wanted to put it on, whether it was a photograph, an embellishment, word art graphics work really well, just anything that you want to add that pattern to. So let's take a look at that in practical, as in practical examples. But also I want to make just a brief note here. If you have any overlays that are white and they're difficult to see, you could have some patterns, any type of white thing that's difficult to see when in Photoshop. And if you feel like it, go ahead and duplicate that original file, put black behind it, and merge those together. Save your original file just to keep it safe, but then you can have a merged copy. You could go ahead and save that as a JPEG, not a PNG, and it'll be easier to see in your whatever photo viewing program you use or in Photoshop. And then all you do to use it is put it on your document and change it to screen. But again, let's take a quick look at how that would look. So here is my original snow, one of my original snow overlays. It is in a transparent background. I've just put a gray back there so you can see it very easily. And then this is the same snow overlay with the background merged to it. Here's a photograph, and then here's the same photograph. Let's change the blend mode from normal to screen. And you can see that they look exactly the same. Now it looks to me like this is a little heavier up here, so when I put the overlay on here, I probably didn't position it exactly in the same spot. But you can see that they do look exactly the same. Yeah, it looks like maybe I might have had it up there. They do look exactly the same in the result. Let's get rid of that just so you can see it. It still looks a little heavy, but you get the idea. The result is the same, just change the mode to from normal to screen. So I hope that gives you a little idea about how to work with some products that you might already own and that are a little difficult to see. And then also it gives you an idea of how to lighten one of those dark photos. That's it for today. I'll see you next week.